What does that thing say?
That Geek Bar.
That's a perfect name for it.
It's not good.
Do you like that thing?
I don't.
Yeah, you do. Wait, you like it?
I don't. I mean, I don't.
Do you hate that you like it?
I hate everything about it, yeah. I mean, I'm really giving it all I got to not have to go back to the Marlboro and, yeah.
Well, so when did you switch to the vape from the cigarettes?
I don't know. A few weeks ago, I guess.
It's been longer than that.
A few months ago, I guess.
It's been about a year and a half.
Like about a year and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I used to like cigars. I got quite a bit, but then I don't know. The good ones now are crazy expensive. Like
It's okay. They last a long time.
they're not bad. They're not bad, but you get to the end and you might as well just dehydrate a piece of shit and get that in you. But
how long can you go in between squirts of the Geek Bar?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Like, have you ever tried going like a whole day without a nicotine infusion?
Yeah.
Can you go a whole day?
Well, yeah.
When do you want it the most?
After work.
Can I make some guesses?
Sure.
Right when you wake up.
No. I got way too much shit to do when I first wake up.
You don't take the nicotine pull at the beginning of the day?
No, I wake up. I got two big ass Great Danes. We go for our morning walk. You know, they quit using the toilet, and so now I got to take them outside. So that's been a challenge. And the one insists I wipe her ass. And
do you really have to wipe one of your Great Danes? Wait, you've got Great Danes?
yeah, I use dude wipes on her.
Do you really have two Great Danes?
Yeah, well, one's a female blue Great Dane that my wife always wanted, named Kitty, and the other one's a Great Dane mix that we rescued.
Is it true that they only live like 4 or 5 years?
I've had
Because their hearts explode?
mostly suicide. Great Danes are prone to that. No, I think I've had like 5 or 6. It's my favorite breed. You can't beat them. They're the best.
Wow.
Yeah. The last one, 9 years old, 10 years old. Something
Whoa.
like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's amazing.
No, they're a great breed. You should go get one like right now. Don't even think about it.
That's a big dog.
Yeah. No, I mean we feed them cigarettes so it stunts their growth a little bit. Any advantage you can really have over them is the best. Mm-hmm. Psychological warfare, like I'll turn on all the lights at midnight and say you want to go for a walk, and then just turn the lights off and confuse them. I like to keep them on their toes.
These poor dogs.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. I dress up like a fox, run around outside.
Yeah. I mean, how big are they? Like when they stand up on their hind legs, are they taller than you?
Sid was my biggest one. He was about 6'2" when he stood up on his hind legs.
Holy moly.
But these two, about 5'7"-ish, 5'6".
Ow, so they're
tiny ones. They're little guys.
Man. Yeah, they're like little people dogs.
Yeah, I mean, but outside of crapping like a trucker, like an over-the-road trucker, and the amount of food that they eat, and this one likes bread. Like if you keep bread within anywhere near like arm's reach, or I guess paw reach.
That's not good for them, though.
No, not at all. Not at all. Plus, she's got a really nasty ecstasy habit, which is not only expensive, but bad for her health.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me.
Doggy pacifiers are very expensive.
A doggy...
They go raving a lot. They're always...
A cute little doggy in your house. So, I have to tell you, I figured out, a good friend of mine told me that I'm never going to win the lottery. And this person said that I will never win the lottery because I have no luck. Like, there's no luck to be had. Like, this person's looking at me and saying, you're not a very lucky guy, Frank. So, like, a guy like you should probably never play the lottery because you would never win.
You call this person a friend?
I mean, they're not a friend anymore. They were a friend earlier. I lose 2 to 3 friends a week, generally. Mostly off of Facebook. But in real life, no. On Facebook, I lose 2 or 3 friends a week.
But they're not friends.
Of course they're not. They don't even know me.
Well, then what are you saying?
I'm saying this is just the way it is. Like the stuff that I write, there's like 2 or 3 people a week that they're like, you know what? I don't want to associate myself with this guy anymore. Defriend, which I think is which I think is a load of crap because they could have just unfollowed me. But no, they're gonna.
But not for nothing. But like you when you open up Facebook, there's certain days when you're feeling like sporty or maybe like ornery, and I know what you're doing. Like you're poking the bear.
Oh really?
Oh, there's certain things that you're out there and you're like, you know what? I don't have enough shit going on right now. I'm gonna stir the pot. And you come out with some stuff that you know is gonna challenge what you've written. And listen, I applaud you for saying I don't care. I'm gonna go for it.
They call that
gaslighting, right?
They call it content creation.
Content creation.
Yeah, that's what the kids call it.
I don't think that's what they call it.
I mean, they do. They call it content creator. I'm with you. I think it's like, have you ever heard of the term, I'm going to say a bad word, shit posting? That's like a real thing. In the Urban Dictionary, you can look up the term.
I've never heard that before.
Shit posting. Shit posters are people who are either, there's lots of definitions of that. One definition is you're posting over and over and over again. Every single thing that you see, you're sharing. Do you have any people on Facebook, on social media, that are constantly reposting or sharing? Just, you know that. There's always that guy in your newsfeed that's constantly sharing the stuff just all day long.
Yes, and typically with zero knowledge behind what they're doing, but they want to ride the backs of the other giants that have already made their post and backed it up with either their thoughts or factual data prior to posting it, but they let someone else do the hard work and then they share it, accept it, take it as their own, and then run with it, you know?
Yeah. And
that's fine, I guess, if you're a simpleton.
Yeah. And it's not even something, maybe they probably agree with it, but they want to make it their own. But I mean, do you think you could ever win the lottery?
No, I don't play. When it hits like $1 billion, I'll go buy like a ticket, 2 tickets. You know, if I got like a couple bucks in my pocket cash, I'm like, you know what, someone's got to win. But I haven't done that in, I don't know, a year, 2 years. I have no clue last time I bought one.
Okay, so you do play the lottery.
I guess so. I mean, yeah.
You're a lottery player.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Sorry about that.
That's going to come up on the mic.
That was right there.
It's gonna be nice.
No, like I don't have what drove me off from the lottery was when I get up in the morning, I got several things I have to do, and then I hit the road early for work, and then you stop by to get your morning coffee or whatever you drink. And that guy that's always there, and he's like, give me 19 morning triple picks and give me the afternoon 3 pickers. And you're standing there for 20 minutes while this jackass is just hammering out all these numbers and which one they want to play. And you're thinking, my God, this guy's going to spend $100. And then like the total comes up and she's like, 410. And you're like, how the hell? So apparently there's like quarter lottery or something like that.
No, I mean, it's like, did you go outside and follow that person to their car and see what they're driving? They're driving a 1983 Impala, and with all the hubcaps have been stolen. That's the only way that you can live.
Who's still stealing hubcaps?
I don't even know if hubcaps are even a thing anymore.
I don't think they are.
I don't think hubcaps are really a thing, but this is why but 1983, I think.
No, they were pretty prevalent then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this person's
been the hubcap.
This person's been driving their 83 Impala since 1987. Because they bought the car used from a disgruntled uncle.
Like I buy scratch-off tickets for like birthday presents and like stocking stuffers and things like that around the holiday times. You know what I mean? Like I'll do that for family members just as a filler gift, and maybe you win, maybe you don't. No one ever wins.
I've done that.
What I like to do is I like to scratch them off and find out if they're a winner, and if they are, I keep it, and if not, I saved them a lot of time and I just scratch it for them.
That's the right thing to do.
It is.
That's the altruistic. I care.
Yeah, I'm doing this for you to show you that you've already lost. No reason to take the time.
Well, you don't want them to be disappointed when they scratch off and they see that it was a loser, so you do that work for them.
They got that one. It's the bingo one. And you have to set aside 4 hours of your day to complete one of those 4-foot-long bingo scratchers. Like, whoever thought of that is like PSYOPs in Vietnam War. They're doing things just to upset people.
Bingo has made a huge comeback.
How so?
So Quincy Brewing Company,
yeah,
they do bingo every once in a while.
And yeah, a lot of bars do that.
I've got a lot of bars are doing bingo.
It's called
extreme
bingo?
Yeah, I want all those bars to keep doing that, making their money. They're providing, I think, a fun community service for people who want to play bingo.
They pull up in their 83 Impalas, all of them, and...
Listen, I got a problem. I don't have a problem with bingo. I think bingo is for old people. I'm just going to say that right now. I think it's for the elderly, just like I think pickleball's for the elderly. If you
disagree on pickleball.
That's fine. If you want to play bingo in your 20s, you're stuck in Quincy, you graduated from Mizzou with some stupid degree you're not going to use, and then all of a sudden you come to Quincy, you're like, you know what? I'm going to try to find someone to love in Quincy. What? Of course, that person's not going to find that person because you're not. What are you going to do? Go to all different places in Quincy and not find that person because that person's not there.
Who hurt you?
I
mean, what's happened today?
I'm driving to the point that I think generally people who are playing bingo in their 20s, 30s, 50s, 60s, it's premature. I think the big thing is I think that the lottery essentially is a tax for idiots. Think about it. I don't think that the general person that is writing, like going to the liquor store, going to the convenience store, going to the gas stations, and buying lottery tickets constantly, that person, if you were to like take that person aside and say, "Hey, are you happy? Are you a happy person? How's your life going?" That person's not going to score well. The people who play the lottery the most are the most unhappy people. You're looking at me like this is new information for you.
Well, no, it's a hell of a leap to associate happiness and lottery. Like I
correlation, not causation.
Well, I think the guy in the morning time that has nothing but time on his hands and can sit there and lay out 12 different cards for the morning, afternoon, and nightly 3-pick. I think that dude's having a pretty good day. And the reason I say it is he whistles when he leaves. I mean, best case scenario, he wins enough to buy, the good soda, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. He's not buying that, just a cola on the bottle. I think he or she's a happy person leaving that gas station. They got no stress in their life. They've got enough money set aside to play some simple lotto.
I don't think they do.
So when they leave, they just cry in their car and just...
I think 90% of the people who play the lottery are currently in some major financial distress, and they're trying to enter into the major leagues, have never been at bat before, and they're facing the best pitcher, and they're expecting to hit a home run on their first pitch.
Jesus Christ.
I think those people are classic cases of like for example. Do you think those people are filling up their 401ks and like making all of their individual investments and paying all their bills and like doing really well financially, and they're going to go out there and play the lottery every Friday morning?
No, they're probably investing in things like llama farms and something like that you got to get it and quit it, get rich quick. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think they're out there playing the Fortune 5s, the blue chips. No. What I do, well, it's not. I don't know if it's a scam. It definitely plays on the heartstrings of the hopeful, and they're hoping that, this one time I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna get that window unit to keep me cool when I hit it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, exactly, because they don't have a window unit. You're totally right. They don't have a window unit, so they figure if they keep on playing the lottery, in about 10 to 15 years, they may get a used window unit from a garage sale on the other side of town. Let's put it this way. Who in the end gets the money from the lottery? The one person who wins, this is what happens. First of all, in the state lottery in Illinois, I think half of it goes to the state and half of it goes to the person who won it. Am I close on that?
I would say it's probably more. I think between taxes and
we haven't even gotten into taxes yet.
Oh, God.
No.
Well, I think when it's said and done, you would take home like 40%.
I would say it's far less than that. So I think the state gets half of the winnings. Let's say it's 100 million. Okay, I think the state gets 50 million, and you get 50 million in a lump sum if you choose lump sum. But then they take over half of that money. I'm going to go ahead and say that the lottery winner is pretty much giving the state 75% of the money. That's what I think.
You know, I'd love to argue with some of your thoughts here, but as I go through this list of some lotto winners,
look at that guy.
Yeah, I mean that guy drives an '83 Impala. No, you're not wrong.
So that's a before picture, right? I'm guessing that's before he won the lottery.
Well, this is so 19-year-old Michael Carroll was already a small-time criminal with a police ankle bracelet, which was also known as the Irish Rolex. Mr. Carroll was already a small-time criminal with police ankle bracelets on as he collected his lottery winnings of $14 million. Yeah. He was quickly named Lotto Lout. I don't know, that's a terrible nickname, for buying a mansion and other lavish items, terrorizing the neighbors, and going through his money like water. It wasn't long before he was broke and living on unemployment with his mother. He's now said he's lucky to collect his $300 a week wages from a cookie factory, but that his former lifestyle would have led him to an early grave.
If you won the lottery, would you take the lump sum or would you take it in payments over time?
No, man, lump it.
Why?
Lump it up. Get it, get out, get away from it all, start fresh again. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think we realize the gravity of winning something of that size. The family members and the sad stories and all the shit that comes out when you win it. I mean, you are targeted for the first couple 3 years until they've known that they've just broken you down enough to where, yeah. So no, you got to lump sum it. I think the biggest thing is preparation. But again, you know, you've got Mr. Carroll here, who was a small-time criminal. I mean, he probably won that and immediately went out and got a new, get-up, a new burglary get-up. Like, if he's a small-time criminal, he's like, I'm going to go big time. I'm a second-story man now. Yeah, he bought himself a little giant ladder, something to get up there to that second level without hurting himself. And, yeah, that guy there looks like he's absolutely going to steal your chain.
That guy sold his '83 Impala, got his stomach stapled, and got a new baseball hat.
You're out of your mind. That dude ate himself into oblivion. There's several of these horror stories of, winning. But here's what kills me. Like, this guy here only won $3.1 million. I say only $3.1 million.
Sure.
But in 1991, I'm assuming today's rate, 10, 11, 12 million, something like that. But what's killing me here, and I hate to back up what you're saying, but every one of these, 1991, Willie Hurt was married, father of 3, who won the lottery for $3.1 million. However, his life spun out of control when his addiction to crack cocaine led to him murdering a woman. His lawyer said he's now penniless and in the process of a divorce. I like how we just went right past him murdering a woman to his lawyer saying he's now penniless and in the process of a divorce. What happened to the murdered broad? Evan,
she got no money.
Nothing, no.
She got nothing.
Maybe.
Taking the lump sum, I like where your head's at.
You have to take it. Get in, get out.
You take the lump sum because of lots of reasons. One is, what happens if it just goes, like someday the marginal tax rate on that income, that future income, goes to 80, 90%, and now they're taking 90%. The state's confiscating your money before it passes on to you. Better to take the 50, what is it, a 50% hit?
Yeah, call it that.
It's something like that, which, by the way, I don't think that's very ethical at all, to take somebody who doesn't have a pot to piss in, they win the lottery, the state takes half, and then when they finally do get around to giving you your lump sum, they take half again. This is the state, man.
Yeah.
This is the state, capital S.
What's killing me is what you said when we first started. I wanted to poo-poo it, but you seem to have hit on something here. Evelyn Adams had an amazing luck in 85 and 86, winning the lottery twice, earning up to $5.4 million. However, because she couldn't say no to people and her own demons, she ended up broke and living in a trailer 20 years later. She spent most of the money on spending sprees and heavy gambling. So
this is what the lottery attracts.
Well,
that's what it's all about, man. It's a big scam.
I mean, say you win the lottery, the first thing you do, obviously, you find your lawyer and someone, who wears khakis. You trust a guy wearing khakis. You find a guy wearing pinstripes, you're like, hold on here. That man's taking other lottery winners' money. So you got to find a guy in a corner office, a little disheveled, not really sure of what he's doing. We don't even know if he's a true lawyer, but you got to go with someone like him. Again, damn it, I want to shit all over you.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, yeah, I think you may have done it here. This is Willie Seeley. What do you? Oh, wow. I mean,
that guy. Read that one to me.
Willie Seeley and his wife were simple people.
Overly simple.
Oh yeah, like
yeah.
My favorite lunch is combos.
Like, we're simpletons.
Yeah.
Continue.
Canned ravioli. But all that changed when they won $450 million from the lottery. At first, they just wanted to live a leisurely life, but things didn't work out that way. First, he had to split the winnings with 15 others that also pitched in to buy the ticket. Here's the thing.
You don't want to have partners. Partners suck.
I mean, if we've watched every mob movie in the world, you got to kill him.
You got to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, there's no option. And I think by
is his
law,
wife dead now? Did he kill her?
Let's see here. He whacked it up with 15 people, leaving him with only, I love how they say only, $4 million. Still, he was able to leave his job, buy the things he wanted, and do the stuff he wanted. Despite all that, he and his wife still considered the money a curse, saying it drew them unwanted attention from long-lost relatives, bakers, other television producers on the planet. Seeley's advice to any future winners is run. So before even digging into this, I said, you got to get it. You got to beat feet.
Well, the other thing, too, is like you want to keep that really close to the vest if you win. So when that article says he was left with only $4 million.
Out of 450.
I mean,
come on.
That's after, I'm assuming that means after taxes, after he paid off everybody, after all the blackmail, all the,
If my math's right, 4 million times 14 people, that's almost 1.8 billion.
So let's see. He left 4 divided by 440.
So I was wrong in my math.
No. I mean, your math is on point. What you're saying is he got 1% of the earnings. That's essentially what that is.
But okay, 4 million though. I could live very happily with $4 million.
That guy could live happily for 6 months on $4 million.
6 months.
6 months. Guys like that.
What's he buying? You could every crop.
He's going to do. He's going to do all the wrong moves because he was doing all the wrong moves before he bought the lottery ticket, won the lottery, and he's going to continue doing bad stuff. That's all about the lottery, man.
Do you ever jump into the scratchers?
Okay, like you said, I like what you said about giving scratchers away at like birthday parties, stocking stuffers,
Christmas.
Fun stuff. That's fun as hell. That's
Arbor
super cool.
Day.
Because what you're doing is you're coming to Christmas. You're not coming to Christmas empty-handed. You're coming into Christmas. You got the scratch-offs. You're the life of the party. Hey, Uncle Klitz is here. Boom, boom, boom. You're the man. I mean, listen.
You're assuming my family loses their mind over scratcher tickets.
I'm assuming that the people that you give them to think that you're a stand-up guy for doing that.
So you think like my family is like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's grandparents. There's just 4 shit in their pants elderlies sleeping nut to butt, just waiting for Josh to walk in and hand them their lucky 7s.
And then Grandpa George jumps out of bed. He starts doing the jig. It's like, come on, Charlie, here we go.
Muscle atrophy.
We're gonna go meet.
Be damned. He's out there cutting a rug.
We're gonna go meet Mr. Wonka.
The piss stains on the front of his long flowing outfit.
I just think lottery's a scam, and I think like shame on the state for doing it. But you know what is a worse scam than the lottery?
What?
Health insurance.
Oof.
Health insurance.
Would you call it a necessary evil?
Catastrophic health insurance when it's done correctly? Yes, I will tell you this. Back when we were kids, there was something called catastrophic insurance. And you just kind of go about your life and you're paying a few $100 a year. Okay, and this is back when we were kids.
I don't remember any of this.
No, I did my homework on this.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
When we were kids in the 80s, to have somebody pay for health insurance, either pay for their own health insurance or go through a business or whatever, there was something called catastrophic health insurance. Now, that did not cost a lot of money compared to today. And what would happen is the deductible would be just high enough to where you really couldn't use it day to day. But if you got hit by a car and you went to the emergency room, the emergency room hits you with a $30, $40, $50, $100,000, hit you with some kind of big, huge bill. Do you know what the catastrophic health insurance did? Do you know what it did? Yeah.
That's what I think of you right now.
Why?
Catastrophic talk.
Catastrophic.
See the veins?
Yeah. They're pumping.
They really are pumping.
They're pumping all the stuff. So, listen, do you know what happens now?
No.
catastrophic insurance?
What is it?
Here's what happens. You pay through the nose a premium every single month, and it's a huge, huge dollar amount. And then it kicks you up into like a $5,000 deductible. And so let's say you pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a year. If you never use your health insurance, then you're only out $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. No big deal.
It's a lot of money.
It's fine.
It's not. I'd be very upset.
It's a necessary evil. A necessary evil. You got to have it, because what happens if you get hit by a car and you get sent to the ER and they
got no insurance.
And they evac you to Springfield, where they're not going to help you either, or they evac you to St. Louis, where they're going to try to help you, but you're all mangled, whatever. When you get out of the hospital, you can't work, you're on disability, and you've got a $100,000 medical bill. The catastrophic health insurance saved you from paying $100,000, and now you only have to pay the $5,000 deductible. So you should be happy as you're sitting there mangled in your chair.
Frankie, bring me more puddings.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I mean, Aflac, I just said it a few seconds ago. That is the most. You're literally playing roulette with what sickness you plan on getting. So you're just like, come on, gonna throw a hot 7. Show me liver cancer, and you're like, shit, dementia, not covered under Aflac or whatever it is. Like, I think you can stay in a hospital one day, like an Ed McMahon lookalike comes up with a huge check, and he's like, yes, sir, you've won $700 for staying in the hospital.
Perfect example. Aflac. Did it cover your rickets?
You son of a bitch. Still got it. I chose leprosy when I was filling out Aflac because it was 8-to-1 odds. I thought, hell, those are great odds. And turns out rickets 2-to-1.
Yeah.
Should have taken the easy
rickets. Run. You got the rickets shingles combination. God. What did Aflac pay?
You know what they gave me?
Did they give you a check?
No, I didn't even get. I got a gift certificate to Quiznos. They're not even in business anymore.
Right.
Are they? It doesn't matter.
Well, they're in Quincy.
Blimpies. I got
Blimpies.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the insurance thing is not what it was growing up. I don't know what I pay. It's astronomical. I want to say, I bet it's $1,000 a month I pay for family insurance.
Do you know how much it costs when you have a kid and they've missed too many days of school, and the school, when you call them in, you say, hey, my kid's not coming to school today because he or she is sick, and the school says, your kid has missed too many days of school. Mm-hmm. We need a doctor's note.
Oh, I Ferris Bueller that. I break into the system, cut back the days that he missed.
How much does a doctor's note cost today in Quincy?
I mean,
it depends on your income.
Well, yeah.
Depends on your income. Let's say you have
$135. By the time I walk in the door, I'm guessing about $1.35 for them to say, shithead is no longer sick or sick today. Yeah, no, it's not cheap.
I mean, it can go all the way up to, for just a regular doctor's visit, depending on where you go, $220, $217. Sometimes it's $97. Sometimes it's $136. But that's how much a doctor's note costs. You have to go take your kid to the doctor so you can get a doctor's note so you can send them back into school, and that's only going to cost you half a day's wage.
Yeah.
Because you can't go to work, so you lose half a day's wage. Plus, you got to go pay the doctor $100 so you can get your kid back into school.
Yeah, I know a veterinarian that lost his license, but he can still fill out notes. So I go there for minor stuff, stitching. Say I need neutered or whatever the case may be. Like, veterinarians can be helpful, but you got to find one that has a hell of an addiction that you can really take advantage of.
What is the best way for me to get health insurance right now? Do you know what?
Lose your job.
Okay.
Have no income.
Okay.
Get on the government titty.
But no, man, there's so many scams out there.
See, it's not a scam. Right. I just think what happens is if anything's a scam right now, sticking out in my head, it's this Ameren thing going on locally with that 50% increase over the summer months, supposedly.
Okay.
So, that to me is crazy. I haven't seen a good reason yet. And I understand we're pulling more power. I get it. That's what power companies do, is provide power to the end user. Mm-hmm. But how do you justify a 50% hike? And who's going to say that after the 3-month summer whatever hike, what if they just say, okay, well, we're only going to take 20% off for the rest of the year now? Well, you're still up 30% over the year before.
Unbelievable.
I don't understand how people are going to afford this. That's going to... everything right now is so out of whack with no reasoning behind it. I don't understand. You can go here in town locally and get a CAT scan. It's going to cost you a couple grand. If you have insurance, it might cost you $1,000, whatever. You can drive down to St. Louis and get a scan for about $500 out of pocket.
A CAT scan?
Aren't they better off making that drive and saving a handful of money?
But I don't. Can you really get a CAT scan for $500?
It's accurate. Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Because my daughter just got a CAT scan. I had to take my daughter to the emergency room in February. She was having. It turned out that this is not a joke.
No, I'm not joking.
It's not a joke.
I'll make a joke.
I took her. But you should make a joke.
I will eventually.
I took her to the emergency room, and we really thought there was something wrong with her. Turns out there was nothing wrong with her. Like literally nothing. It was all in her head.
She's faking it.
She wasn't faking it.
Good for her.
It was a psychosomatic issue where you got a 10-year-old girl, and she truly thinks there's something wrong with her.
Wow.
And she has all of the symptoms of something between an ulcer and like bladder cancer, something like that. And we go there, and we got a bill for $14,000.
Holy shit, man.
I'm being dead serious. $14K. Now, with my health insurance, our family premiums are something.
$5K?
They're $1,700 a month.
Is what you pay?
Those are the premiums a month. And then each person in my family has a $5,000
That's what's crazy.
deductible.
Yeah.
So if we had a $250 deductible or a copay, I would be okay doing this. Now you might say, "Oh, Frank, you got really crappy insurance. Get new." Dude, it's Blue Cross Blue Shield. It is a PPO. It is a
Blue Cross. The Aldi's of health insurance.
Listen, man, it is absolutely insane. My wife and I have to fill up. We have to max out our HSA every single year just to get in a place where we're not getting absolutely murdered, putting our medical bills on credit cards. I'm dead serious. When I said health insurance is a scam, I'm saying...
Why would you put it on a credit card when they will offer you essentially a zero interest loan, if you will, to pay a monthly payment?
So most of the time, the the $5,000 that we owed to go to the emergency room, I 100% put that on a payment plan.
You have to.
But most of the time, when one of my 4 dependents is going to all of these different places, like getting, so-and-so has 4 cavities, so they need 4 cavities filled. That is a disaster. That's going to be a $650 bill.
Minimum.
Probably.
Minimum. Yeah.
Yeah, I put that on. I mean,
I do my own dental now.
If I put everything on a payment plan, I would literally be paying every single health organization in the Quincy area ad infinitum. $400 or $500 a month? It's almost like I'm leasing a car that I'll never drive. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. It's really bad.
No, the health insurance thing, again, you got to have it. Could it be a better system? Absolutely. But, there's nothing we can do about it. We can sit here and bitch all day long. It's never going to change. It's only going to get worse.
Can I give you a multiple choice?
Yeah, I don't care.
What is more of a scam? A, lottery. B, health insurance. C, tipping on to-goes.
I don't tip on to-goes.
What?
No, I don't tip on to-goes.
What do you mean?
What am I?
What do you mean?
I tip when necessary. I'm a phenomenal tipper. Ask anyone. I own a bar, Hooligans, 10th and Washington, best damn corner bar in the state.
We're going after this podcast.
Oh, good. I'm a damn good tipper in the right atmosphere, in the right You walk into where the hell was I just at? For the love of God.
While you're thinking about that, do you know what Brittany Boll is going to do to you after she listens to this and figures out?
She's a bartender, and I tip bartenders very well.
No, Brittany, I think Brittany and Ashley, if I'm getting this right, are super tippers.
No, I think they
are throwing money at everybody left and right.
I mean, they light their cigars with hundreds on fire.
Yeah, they do.
What they do is insane. Brittany's married to a teacher, very overpaid, so she probably has money to burn.
Rolling
money,
in it.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Crazy.
I heard she tipped her Domino's pizza driver gave the Domino's Pizza driver a 50% tip.
It was ridiculous.
By the way, I'm for delivery drivers getting tips.
I tip delivery drivers.
They should be tipped.
I don't ever use delivery, though, so I don't have to worry about that. I never use it.
Do you have to pay DoorDash?
I'd never use it. Never will. Never
Uber
use
Eats?
No, never use any of that stuff. I don't do it.
Why?
I am fully capable of going and getting my own food. And what if I get that one guy that he is just on the cusp of a psychological breakdown, and this is the day that he's like, I'm putting super white stuff in that damn bag. I don't care who it's for. What if you get the driver, you don't know who it is, and they hate you.
Yeah.
They hate you. Every French fry has been ass packed.
What if they see it on there and it says Frankie Murphy
saying.
Hazing on the bag? They're like, oh, this guy.
Guaranteed.
I'm 100% gonna give him some from under cheese.
He's gonna farmer blow right into your bag of food. There's
100.
no way around it. Yeah, so I don't do it. And I'm not saying because of that. I just don't. I don't need to use that service. I'm capable of going in and getting my own food.
So, let me give you an example of tipping to go. The extremes of it. I drove up to the Little Caesars drive-thru. I pull up, got a bunch of screaming kids in the back. Actually,
How many?
3.
That's a lot of screaming kids.
A lot of screaming kids.
You gotta hit them.
And that's why they're screaming. So
Bravo.
I pull up there, and the Little Caesars guy picks up the entire card reader, wires everything, pushes it out to me. This is like 3 days ago.
I assume he's wheezing the entire time you're doing this.
I mean, to be honest, it's like a 4'6" like little teeny tiny girl with like 1,000 piercings. I could barely see her face. Anyway, she leans over. She goes, "Hey, this machine is going to ask you a question." I'm like, "Oh, I wonder what the question's going to be." There's like all of these wires hanging.
Thing to say.
There's all these wires hanging, Klitz.
Made me uncomfortable. Yeah.
I'm looking at it, and you know what I say? Skip. No. What's the? Oh, you're gonna ask me a question? Oh, what's the question? Who's gonna get this? Your manager? Where's your manager? I want to talk to your manager.
You've never done that, have you?
No, hell no.
You're not a manager guy?
No.
You honestly
I'm not
strike
a
me as a
manager.
guy.
No.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I'm like, I do a podcast with Josh Klitz.
Oof,
You're
don't
gonna
say
sit
it out
here.
loud.
Well,
That's
no,
worse when you say it out
that's
loud.
when they got the manager. They're like, you're gone. You're out of here. No, dude. Tipping to go.
Was it McDonald's or something? I forget. Damn it, I can't remember where I was. Anyway, they had done nothing different than what they had done their entire life of being in business. And then all of a sudden, it's like, would you like to round up? Hy-Vee has it. Would you like to round up?
Round up.
What am I rounding up for? I can't use it as a write-off, my 38 cents.
But Hy-Vee can. Hy-Vee can use it.
It's gotten to the point now where I understand why Canadians get a bad rap in the tipping world, because I guess they don't tip
At all.
north. North is always up.
Right.
Yeah. So I could kind of respect them. Like it's gotten to the point now where it's all about, did you give me 5 stars? Like did you tip enough? If not, well, this guy's going to give you 3 stars. What do you give a baker's fuck if a guy in an Impala 83 full of lottery tickets gives you a 4-star, 3-star, 2-star rating on your Lyft or Uber? Like that fear of not having 5 stars has been embedded in people.
This is what they talk about, the Chinese social credit scores. This is what they're talking about. As a matter of fact, the social credit score is already starting to get its way into the United States. It's already starting. There's things like, for example, if you walk into a room in downtown Chicago and they all find out that you're a Republican, that's going to lower your social credit score a lot. If you're the kind of guy
Why would they ever know that?
Huh?
Why would they know Republican?
No, I'm just saying, like it's like this. It's like, remember, like a couple weeks ago when everyone's drawing like a cock on balls on Teslas? Yeah, right there. See that thing? Yeah, that thing's staring you right in the face.
I drew that.
But you know what though? How would they know that you're a bad guy? Well, you're driving a Tesla. You're supporting Elon Musk. You're making Elon Musk richer. So they should draw like anything terrible. They should break your. Look what's happening.
Wasn't Henry Ford a Nazi?
I have no idea. Henry Ford?
Pretty sure he supported the Communist Party.
Did he?
And now he's out there making things like the Escort.
Well, I mean, Henry Ford, look what he did. I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
If he wasn't a communist, what did he essentially
Maybe I'm
perfect
thinking of John
the assembly
Tapper.
line? I think Henry Ford pretty much perfected supply chain management, the assembly line, all about, like, allowed unions to come into Ford.
You know what it says when you Google, is Henry Ford a Nazi?
Huh.
It says, Yepper. That's Google's response. Yepper.
Did it really say that? Looks like it did. Oh my gosh.
Yepper.
It really did say that.
Nothing else.
That's super scary.
Black letters. Yepper.
That's wild.
By the way,
That AI bot knows you.
I don't use it. I've never used Chat GPT.
I think ChatGPT is down today. You got to go to Grok.
See, I don't even know what the hell Grok is. I've never heard of it.
Grok is Twitter's super smart robot guy.
I don't.
I'll
never use it.
Do you know what LLMs are?
I do not know what
Large
LLM.
language models?
Nope. Never heard of
Grok
that.
is an LLM. It's a large language model. ChatGPT is a large language model. LLMs are the precursor to the singularity of the birth of full-on artificial intelligence.
You just made my whole face fall asleep at that.
But anyway, I'm kind of happy to hear that you don't tip on to-goes.
Nope, not on to-goes.
But can I just kind of clarify something?
Clarify. Like butter, clarify.
When I sit down at a restaurant, I
Okay.
tip somewhere between 20 and 25%.
20% is what I go with.
And as the final bill gets lower and lower and lower and lower, my percentage goes up. For example, let's say I go into Spring Street to go see Brittany, okay? And
Go to Hooligans, but whatever. It's
or,
fine.
no, I'll go to Hooligans. Okay,
bitch.
you're great bartenders, which by the way, I've learned how to tip your bartenders a lot better lately. I'm sure they've
Well, I
told you.
yelled at you last time.
You did. You said, quit coming here without any cash.
I yelled. Well, that was one thing I said. The other thing was put it away. This is a family place.
Yeah, and
You were hanging brain like an absolute animal.
and I put it away.
You did.
And then the bartender's like,
did.
nah, let's give Frankie like some special treatment here. And you're
Yeah,
like-
he's a good
and
guy.
then you
He's
got
got
mad.
patience.
But you go into a bar.
Okay.
If somebody, if the beer's $3 and you give them $1 tip,
Yeah.
that's a 33% tip.
That's standard. $1 a drink. That's what I do.
Right, but that's a 33% tip.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I'm
It
saying
is.
like,
No,
so
your
for
math is
example,
right.
if I go to some nice Mexican restaurant in Quincy and there's like 17 to choose from now, if I go and sit down and I occupy an hour of that server's time and I only rack up a $17
You're the
bill,
only person at a Mexican place there an hour. The food's out
45
before you
minutes.
even know what you want to order.
Then fine, then they're making even more money than I thought. But if I'm occupying that space and my bill is $17, I'll leave $5.
I see what you mean. No, that's fine.
You know what I
That's
mean?
fine. That's
like,
fine.
no, I mean, I just took this person's. I mean, I'm sitting in a 4-person booth, and my bill is $17. I'm tipping that server $5-6. I might even leave. Hell, if I go to Riverside, and
Riverside, what's that?
Riverside Barbecue on Gardner
Oh,
Expressway.
Yeah.
Oh man, I highly recommend
Why?
their chili salad bar.
What do you mean?
You can go there anytime and get the best chili in Quincy and get baby back ribs and salad and like the best tomato bisque soup. It's like $11. It's all you can eat. It's amazing. I highly recommend. Oh, which by the way, a perfect example. I go into Riverside, I sit down, the bill's $11, $12, whatever they're charging me for all you can eat salad bar.
Okay.
They're not really like doing anything. They're not providing a service other than just saying hi and what can I get you? I'm like, I'm getting the salad bar.
Putting their thumb in your chili.
Do you know what I tip them? $5.
Yes, but you go 11,
But-
make it 15.
But if I order a buffalo chicken sandwich with potato wedges, which is like $15 at to go, you know what I give them for to go?
$15.
I don't give them a tip.
Well, why? You're not. God damn it.
I'm not going to tip the to go. The to go crap is out of control. I don't want to do it anymore. I feel like this is a damn Seinfeld episode, to where I'm Jerry Seinfeld and you're George, or if you want to be Jerry, I'll be George. What's with the tipping? I don't need the tipping.
That's funny. Would you be Jerry or George in this partnership here?
I'll tell you what. I don't want to offend you.
Oh no, don't.
So
don't
I'll just be
offend.
George. I'll just be George. It's fine. If you
Bob,
wanna,
who's Jerry? Who's George?
oh boy.
Out of these
Gonna
two.
add-
Jerry George.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Why? What are you doing?
Why can't I be?
One of
Why
the
can't I
worst
be
stand-up
Jerry?
comics ever.
Well, listen. What do you think?
With that?
What are you doing?
What do you think about that, though?
do you think about it?
What do you think about me going in to the? What do you think about me going in, being a super good tipper?
Okay.
All the time, I'm sitting down. I'm tips. I'm bringing my family in. Tips 20%, 25%. The best tipper ever. And then when I go in there on an off day and order something to go, I don't put anything in the tip. Am I a bad person?
I honestly quit listening. No, you're not a bad. So, okay, my question is this though: say you go to one establishment A, you get whatever you drink. It's $4 at establishment A.
Okay.
You go to establishment B, that exact same drink, $9. Just
Okay.
because of you walking into a threshold, into a different building.
Yep.
Do you still tip the same amount? Like you're given $1 at establishment A, Hooligans, 10th and Washington. You go down to establishment B, order the same drink. Are you still leaving that same dollar, or because it's $9, are you leaving $2 now?
I'm adding the dollar.
Oh my God!
I'm going to 2.
That's too much.
Let me ask you this. Okay, let me tell you why the philosophy is flawed. Just accept this one.
I won't, but
I go with my wife. We go to a nice place downtown Chicago. Okay, we're only having drinks.
You ever go to Des Moines?
Hold on.
Okay.
We're only having drinks. I don't go to Des Moines. Also, the kids call it Des Moines, so you're really screwing up the pronunciation.
I don't listen to that.
So I go there. My bill's $100. She got a couple of bourbon neats. I got a couple of Tito's and sodas. The bill's $100. What should I tip? What do they expect? What should I tip?
But are you paying cash per drink, or you got a tab?
I have a tab.
Ah, son of a bitch. That's a good question.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, it is a nice place.
I got to find a way to pay for the gold leaf painting in the corners.
But the problem I have, like, I bring a lot of cash when I go to those places. I don't like to throw the card out every willy-nilly. I'll cash out.
You saw that picture I sent you of the Viga Triangle last week, right? 2 weeks ago?
Did you send that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was across the street from Carmine's.
You sent me a picture?
Remember? Because I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I go, where am I? Oh, maybe that was my brother-in-law.
No, but it's not me.
I said that too.
Yeah.
I was in the Viga Triangle. I was sitting across the street from Carmine's. Okay?
Yeah.
They're redoing Carmine's. You know what I'm talking about.
God, I do.
They put Alex Dana's name on the left there.
Yeah.
And I'm across the street at Dublin's.
Yeah.
So I'm right by Tavern and
Tavern on Rush.
Tavern on Rush
Yeah, yep.
and Gibson's and Hugo's Frog Bar. I'm on Rush Street, right? At Dublin's.
Gibson's is nice.
I get 4 or 5 burgers and fries with my kids.
Oh God.
Okay.
$20 a pop.
$20, $22 a pop.
Pop.
My wife orders a Woodford Reserve neat. That right there, I can't afford that.
$18.
Absolutely.
Every bit. You got to go to Richard's Bar.
Guess how much a soda is?
I bet that's a $6 bill.
Correct.
Was it really?
A Pepsi?
I'm very good.
$6. How do you know this?
I'm extremely handsome and knowledgeable.
That is true.
That is true.
So at the end of it, the whole thing, they give me the check. The check was like I think it was $160.
Yeah, but you're combining food and booze.
That's fine. What should I tip?
20%. Food's involved.
Correct.
Food's involved.
Wow, isn't that amazing? As soon as the chef is back there sweating his nuts off, and then he hands it to a food runner, the server's not even doing. I'm going to tip the server more money because he or she just rang in food. This is the kind of
you are stirring the shit.
Scammy. Yeah, oh yeah, no.
You're playing with fire.
Listen,
you go to buffets?
I don't intentionally go
You
to
seem
buffets.
like the kind of guy that would poop on a man that walks into a Golden Corral.
I wouldn't poop on him. See, I like Golden Corral.
What if he paid you enough?
Then I would.
Money, yeah. No,
but see, I'm a Ponderosa kind of a guy.
I haven't been to a buffet since Vegas, and that's probably 8-9 years ago.
Every buffet in Vegas is amazing.
Well, sir, I beg to differ. You have not been to the rest stop.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
Yeah.
The one off the beaten path in Old Vegas.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, you're climbing through 92-year-olds.
Yeah, grass-fed squirrel. It's
not good.
It's not great. But at a buffet though, when it's you're doing all the work and all that lady or gentleman's doing is bringing you the water or the Pepsi or whatever you drink.
You know what I would do?
What are you tipping there?
Oh, tip there? Honestly,
$2 a person.
That is how you get kicked out of a buffet.
How?
Wait, $2 a person?
That's what you tip.
$2 a person?
You're going up and getting your own food.
Like, what if the buffet is $20 a person?
Where are you going? Where are you going? It's $20 a person.
Vegas buffets?
If you're getting in enough for $20 a person, you're absolutely eating someone else's garbage.
Okay, so hold on. So let's say the buffet is $10.
Well, then don't eat it. There's a reason it's $10.
Oh my God! So what's the perfect price for a buffet?
I don't want to.
You don't like my 20, and you don't like my 10.
The last buffet I went to in Vegas, it was like $120 a person. Yeah, it was.
No, that's the VIP room at Spearmint Rhino.
No. You know I'm allergic to spearmint. I went to the lobby. You know what? Who gives a shit? And there I tipped way too much.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Just deflect. $15 a person. I got 5 people in my family.
$2.
$75 with tax, 8% sales tax, put you at 81. $2 a person is 10. $91. I'm tipping $10 on 81, and now I'm a bad person again.
What if Rachel brings you?
Wait till Brittany and Ashley hear this, and they come down. They're going to be. They will give us the silent treatment for a week when they figure out that we don't tip on to-goes.
You know why I like silent treatments? Because that's where the noise comes from. So I don't really mind it. Speaking of that, Father's Day. This is.
Ooh, Father's Day's coming up, baby.
Dude, what? A couple 3 days?
Yeah, Sunday.
Come on. What is it?
Father's Day.
But it's silly. I mean, what Mother's Day I get. The woman, the mother, she carried that thing in her belly forever and a day.
Yeah.
Ruined the nips, ruined everything else. I give it to them. Give them the Mother's Day. Give them a couple days.
They're using the breast pump at 2 in the morning.
I use it at 3 in the morning. Well, I like the way it feels. But Father's Day, I really don't care. Honestly, let's wake up.
Because you're a man.
Let's do what we do every Sunday, and that's yard work.
Yes. But I will tell you this though, if I'm at my house on Father's Day and the kids say, Dad, what do you want for Father's Day? I'm like, you're gonna ask me this like on Father's Day? You couldn't have planned this a week before? You should be asking me what I want on Father's Day on Mother's Day, so you can plan.
Say you had the opportunity, your kids had 1 month. What would you tell them you wanted for Father's Day?
Not to fight.
With Rachel?
With each other. Oh yeah. Don't give your mom any static.
How much fighting is going on at your home?
We temporarily have a problem because of the 5-year-old. The 5-year-old walked into my 10-year-old's room and made the throat slashing thing like this.
Oh, yeah, it's common practice, yeah.
Yeah, this is what the 5-year-old does. The 5-year-old is constantly bullying my 2 older children to the point of it is insufferable how bad Press has been lately. And Press, if you're ever listening to this, which you're not because you're 5, shame on you, my sweet baby.
Press, is it short for Presley?
No, it's not, just Press.
How do you spell it?
Press.
Like
she'll press your buttons.
What's the origin of Press?
Kristen Press, the United States national women's soccer team. She's a midfielder. I really regret naming my daughter Press because Kristen Press 100% took a turn for the worse, did a 180 and became somebody that I thought she was not. Anyway, well, let's not get into it.
Lotto winner?
Yeah, she plays the lottery.
Yeah, well, we see how you like those people.
Yeah.
No, Father's Day's nice. You think people that don't have dads, this is like the best day in the world for them because they don't have to do a damn thing? Like all those fatherless bastards running around town that don't have to...
No. You know, yeah. Okay, here's what I think.
Yeah.
I think the boys...
It's not funny, Bob.
I think the boys are disappointed, and I think the girls are like, yeah, that's right. I don't need a man.
Yeah, they say that until, they need their gutters cleaned. I've never had a girl walk up to me and say, would you like me to clean your gutters?
You know, every single woman that says that she doesn't need a man didn't have a father, essentially. or had a bad father.
That's a random stat.
Yeah.
What, did you have a go-to gift when your father was alive?
So luckily, my deceased father, I did have a to-go. I didn't mean a Freudian slip.
You should tape him.
My deceased father, I had. I would always go to garage sales and find something that I liked, and for like a quarter, 50 cents, I would wrap it up and give it to him, and he would feign interest and like, oh wow, thanks Frank, that's really nice of you. But my dad, who's still alive, he just wants underwear and socks, and I'm not kidding. And I feel I feel uncomfortable giving him that gift because I think his wife, my mother, should be giving him gifts like that.
You were going to sit here and tell us in the interwebs that you bought your father underwears and socks. That's a real thing.
I did it 10 years ago because I think like what happened was for his birthday he didn't get anything. For Christmas he didn't get anything.
You're a terrible son.
And this is what was happening. He was going around to the family saying, "You guys know I'm an underwear and socks guy, like boxers and fun, cool socks and fun things to wear. This is what I want.
What was he
You
doing
guys
to these
never give me these things." And so then I went out on a limb and I told my wife, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the only place you can get something like that, which is where?
It sounds like garage sales is where you love to shop.
No, that was my deceased father. No, it's like you gotta.
You shouldn't complain a lot now.
You gotta go to. You either gotta go to like Target, Walmart's, Kohl's, because that's the only place you can buy that. I think at Shookings you can get some really cool socks. Actually, Shookings. Have you been to Shookings lately?
Yeah.
Shookings is a fantastic place. Highly recommend Shookings.
It's got a little tiny wiener dog runs around there. So like, I got my dad. It was on and off. It was either a carton of Doral 100 soft packs. He was a big fan of those. And there for a while, I would buy. Do you know who Ray Stevens is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the guitar man, the Tarzan, the guitar, whatever the hell it was. Yeah, that guy that called. So I bought him like a cassette. This is before CDs and shit like that. So I get him these cassettes of these Ray Stevens tapes under the assumption that he enjoyed these. So one Father's Day come around and I go to give him his gift and he looks me right in the eye and he's like, I'm going to love whatever this is as long as it's not another goddamn Ray Stevens tape. Yeah, Jerry ripped that thing open and guess what it was? It was the best of Ray Stevens.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That was the last time we talked.
I'm sorry to
Then
hear
I
that.
wandered the earth.
So, happy Father's Day to you.
Yeah, no, you too, man. You too. My dad's dead, so I don't have to do anything for him.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh.
You and I don't talk about this a lot.
No, he's dead.
I'm sorry.
Why? You didn't do it.
No, I didn't.
Everyone's got to go sometime.
But
we're on our way out after
I have
Frankie.
Do you think everybody needs a father?
No, I don't.
Well,
I truly don't.
You don't?
No, God no.
Interesting. Do you think everyone needs a mother?
Well, I mean, without it, there's no option for birth. But I think there's a lot of happy orphans out there.
There are.
You know what I mean? Just people. They're people persons. You know?
Yeah.
They're jumping around house to house, learning a lot of cool traits.
Yeah. Like Annie.
Yeah, Annie. I mean, but
remember when
wait,
Annie...
that was that. But she moved in with a guy named Daddy Warbucks.
Right.
That's like 1% of all orphans that aren't, you know.
But look what she had to endure before she met Daddy Warbucks.
She was sex trafficked, wasn't she?
I mean, look at that Carol Burnett character.
Well, she was rough.
What, Mrs. Hannigan?
Is that her name?
Oh, she was the worst.
I've never seen Annie.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Why? Why do I have to watch it?
Why? That's a classic. That's something you got to watch.
Can you sing any of the songs?
Sure.
Sing it.
It's a hard knock life.
You didn't sing it. Let me hear it.
That's because I'm not Jay-Z.
Let me hear your pipes.
I mean, no, I'm not going to sing it. But
Brian Wilson died.
The sun will come out. Let your bottom dollar that tomorrow it will shine.
Look at him go.
that was
Or there'll be sun.
that was good.
That was nice.
That was nice.
I like when he sings shirtless.
I know.
It's,
Put your shirt back on, Bob.
no, leave it.
No, that's fine.
Twirl for daddy.
We talk about this every time. You should.
So, in 2 weeks, I have a surprise for you.
I can't be here.
That's
got a
the
podcast to
That's
do.
the surprise.
Oh,
But I don't want to tell you what it is.
what is it?
It's furry, but I can't tell you anything else besides that. It's furry. If you squeeze it really, really hard, bad things would happen. Be very careful.
Did you buy a small animal from a Chinaman?
Well,
Is it a gremlin?
it's a mogwai.
That's awesome. God, I'd love a mogwai. I love them. I love them. I love them.
Don't get them wet, Klitz.
That's what's so crazy, though. The skin condition on those things has to be horrendous. And what? You can't feed them after midnight. Well, isn't every day after midnight? Mm-hmm. So what do these things live on? Just hate?
This is what I'm talking about.
Feed on hate.
Yep, that's what
So
I got.
what are you bringing me?
I'll show you in 2 weeks. It'll be nice.
All right, you better trim that thing up.
I'll trim it up nice.
Last time I
serve
saw it, it was covered in bone and
Yep.
hair tip to tat.
Correct. I will take care of that for
Thank
you.
you very much. I appreciate
And I'll
it.
talk to you soon. Off to Hooligans.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Oh, that's disgusting.
Touch it.
I'm not doing it.
Touch
I'm not
it.
doing it. We got to do the fist bump.
Touch it.
I can't do that. Dude, it's glistening.
Touch it.
I cannot.
Touch that.
Goodbye.